Welcome everybody. My name is Sasha, and we're gonna do a quick tutorial breaking down elements that will help us achieve Firefly Pose, which is tittibhasana. So, definitely let's start with your hips, coming to tabletop, hands and knees. Anytime you're setting your hands to arm balance, I almost want to give your yoga mat a squeeze with your fingertips. So if you see me in arm balances, I almost have like little crow feet. Like the palms of my hands are like fully domed and lifted. So once you've got that, just take some hip circles, sliding hips to the right, then left, then back to table. Right, left, back to table. And let's do a couple on this side. Your table, don't worry if it almost becomes like almost a plank or up dog from your knees. And then change direction of your circle, just getting those hips ready for movement. And then classic, next time you make your way to table, find downward facing dog. Raise your right leg, stack your hips, bend your knee, and you can take some hip circles, again, just to wake up your hip joint. We're gonna need it. Also the standing, your left leg's getting a stretch. Step your right foot between your hands and lower your knee. Might grab your blocks for this half split. So instead of sitting on your back heel, nice to keep your hips high. And let's just take a few breaths here. Oh my gosh, feels so good. Dorsiflex your front ankle, digging your right heel down. Now, we're gonna turn to face the left side of your mat. So swivel your left toes behind you, right hand to lower leg, left arm up, and then reach it up and over to the top of your mat. So nice big side bend, but like also important is that we're stretching your inner thigh here, and that's gonna help us where we're going, which is your Firefly Pose. Look down, place your hands, like get rid of your blocks. You can lunge into your front knee, lift your back knee. Let's go to high plank. And I'm gonna use my knees, you might too. Let's take 4 tricep push-ups because you're gonna need strong arms and shoulders for where we're going. So inhale, bend your elbows, but don't lower all the way down, push back up. Couple more, instead of bending elbows out, point them back and then push up. 2 more, and also tailbone points back between your heels. Next time you lower, choose lower to belly for cobra, or if you're ready, up dog and downward facing dog. Raise your left leg, stack your hips, bend your knee. And again, trace some circles, which might kind of be like spirals. Change direction if that's nice. Quietly step your left foot forward and lower your right knee. So right away going into Ardha Hanumanasana, it's like a half split. If you sit on your back heel, that's not wrong, but you're kind of gonna lose the stretch, probably in your hamstring, and also it's just easier to keep your hips high for the next pose, which is Parigrasana gate. Swivel right, toes behind you to the left, left hand to lower leg, right arm up, and then reach it up and over to your left. Like that hand could even hold your head, pushing your head and hand evenly together, and hopefully feeling the stretch to like inner thigh now. Okay, so when you look down, lunge into your front knee and then get rid of your blocks. Step back, high plank, on or off your knees, low plank. Let's do 1 more push-up. Cobra or up dog, point your toes, and downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward for warrior 2. So spin your left back heel to the earth and open your arms nice and wide. So warrior, let's flow. Extend your legs, arms up, look up. Hands to heart, climb back to warrior. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, exhale, ground and land. Last one, maybe gather energy you need. Pull it into your body and the room you're in. Extend both legs, hands to hips. Wiggle your feet a little closer together so it's easier to turn all 10 toes out from center because we're gonna plie. Lift your arms up. Bend your knees and your elbows. Pressing knees and toes in a similar direction. Take a deep breath. Rest your hands on your inner legs and turn to the back of your mat and dip your right shoulder in. And you can even rock weight between your left and then your right foot. And then turn to the top of your mat, and the more you extend your left arm, the more of an interesting shoulder and hip stretch you might find. Okay, when you look forward with eyes and heart, meet me in a wide-legged forward fold. So by the way, you'll probably want yoga blocks. In this forward fold, you might just step your feet like wider and wider apart and almost feel like you're inwardly rotating your legs like your heels are pressing apart. Okay, let's take a halfway lift. Look to the top of your mat, animal walk towards like a lunge, setting your hands, and then just step back, downward facing dog. Option to take a vinyasa, high to low, up dog, down dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands, warrior two, come on up. We'll take that same flow, extend your legs, arms up, reach up. Ground and land back into warrior. Maybe refuel, take energy you need. Let this practice refill your cup in some way. Last one, firefly pose, just thinking like you're the light in any darkness. Extend your legs and then hands to hips, turn all 10 toes to the wide edge of your mat. So I'm just gonna turn to face you. Turn all 10 toes out from center, lift your arms, bend your knees and elbows. Here's another plie squat, take a deep breath. You could rest your hands to knees like last time, or rest your elbows to your knees this time, which is a little deeper still, would be to wrap your forearms behind your calf muscles and hold on to the tops of your feet with your hands. Now, this is called Kundalini chair pose, and your hips and back are kind of level to the floor. If you have those blocks, I like to put them behind the heels and they're just ready for you. Remember how I said when we're arm balancing, you're almost like squeezing your mat? In this case, you can physically hold on to your yoga blocks and your hands are already kind of doing that action, holding your foamy blocks. Okay, so try to walk your feet closer together. So essentially your knees are as high above your shoulders, like a little backpack as you can get them. It requires a very round spine. Essentially, you're gonna squat back down and sit down on your own upper arms. So hands are on blocks, gives you some height, maybe your toes lift. You could cross your ankles, shoulder pressure pose, Bhujapadasana. Or begin to squeeze your knees to your upper arms and extend your legs out in front of you, tittibhasana. And even extend your arms more. Oh my gosh, my elbows aren't completely straight, but here we go. We can meet back in a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. You guys are still probably facing the top of your yoga mat, so I'll just join you. Take a halfway lift. Look to the top of your mat, animal walk to essentially a lunge. Step back, down dog. Lower to your knees for a sec. You can sit up on your heels. Make loose fists, thumbs on the outside, and just curl your wrists in like a cute begging puppy or something. Could even turn the backs of your hands to touch and give them a little push. Hopefully that just stretch your wrists out. That's kind of intense on the wrists. Okay, so tittibhasana. When I take this pose, my legs are pretty much directly out in front of me and my spine is very round. If you're more flexible and brave, you try to like hook your knees behind your shoulders, and let's just see if I'm warmed up enough to do this. Essentially, you've got to round your spine the most that you possibly can and maybe walking your feet closer together, got my blocks. So as you extend your legs, eventually your toes point up and then your hips are kind of down and your toes point up. And I find that that one is more challenging for most folks to get into. Can't look around when I do that one. Can meet in your forward fold again. Also just nice to lengthen your spine. So that second one where you're hoisting your knees as high above your shoulders as possible, toes will point up instead of forward. I think that that is the more challenging one for most people. Oh, malasana squat. You know, you can do the same wrist stretch, backs of hands touch, take a deep breath. Firefly pose, I love to do that one in summer when there's actual fireflies out, depending on where in the world you are. Firefly pose, nice to do even in deep winter. Just you think like finding light even in darkness and whatever that means for you. So I'm just gonna sit down. Thanks so much for coming to this tutorial. Drink lots of water after this. We'll see you soon. Tell me how it goes playing with that pose. Namaste.